Hi, Annie.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, wow. Welcome.
How are you?
Hi. Karibu sana.
What's with all these materials?
Today,
Mm.
I'm making a husband for myself.
What do you mean you're making a husband for yourself?
Welcome. Karibu sana kiti.
Asante.
Eh?
Asante sana.
Najiudia bwana.
What do you mean unajiudia bwana?
Bwana lazima niunde.
Nimekushinda.
Hapana, hujanishinda. That's why I'm
Am I
making
not,
you.
am I not more than enough?
No, unajua, when I was looking for a husband those days, there is a revelation that I had about the kind of a husband I will be having. And here you are. I saw you. I got married to you just like the way I went to the market today and looked for a fabric. And I saw this one is very nice. I can get something beautiful out of it. When I come, I will cut this material into smaller pieces. I need it. Shone.
So you are
Na
thinking
niunde
the way...
kakitu kamzuri. So I am making my husband.
Oh, so
Yes.
you are thinking the way they say that we are looking for husband material, wife material. So
this is the samples that I have.
So this is me, the fabric.
This is actually you are this.
Yeah, I'm just like that. I was just like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's something I want to get from you.
Oh, the fabric is not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear you.
Yes.
So I can see you have a needle.
There is the needle. There is some scissors.
Scissors for
and
what?
Then the scissors for cutting the material. Resize it because it has no shape or the size is too big. And the item that I want to make, it is I want to make a case for this cushion.
Okay.
So I have to resize it the exact size. Yeah. And then sew it.
But are you comparing me to that kind of a material? Do you know what it means to make a casing for this pillow from that material? It's a whole hell of a process.
Yes.
It means cutting, sewing, ironing, and all that.
Yes, and sewing.
Are you saying
and washing it?
Being a husband material, I need to go do that process.
It's a process for you to become. It's a whole process. It's a whole phases of different different phases that you want you have to go through for you to become. Yeah. What do you think?
I'm thinking that is quite a task. Also thinking it is a big challenge. It will require a lot of effort and a lot of bearing. Yeah.
My husband.
Yes.
What do you think about the whole process of resizing, making this thing to fit to that case?
I think you're right, because everyone in our lifetime or even before this life, we keep looking for husband materials. And just as these materials, so is every person. And every person goes out there. Now, it seems your husband material is this green or blue? Is this green, blue, or purple? What color is it? You seem to have chosen me to be a green color or something.
Greenish.
What is this greenish?
Yeah.
I can see even this one has colors.
And they are matching.
Yeah, it's kind of matching. So, according to you, you are looking for husband of this color.
Yeah.
You have also the fabric. When people go out there, people are looking for this. There are those who are looking for color, for shapes, and all that. Okay? The same way when we want to make a product out of a material. Now that you have come home with your material, you need to sit down and start marking the material into the sizes of the product you want. If you want a shirt, you have to do the measurement. You have to do the marking. By
drawing.
You draw,
You mark it. Then you cut through.
So once you have gotten your partner whom you are looking for a material of a husband or wife, you have started to mark sizes. You have to use a tape measure. You have to use a chalk to mark. You identify the right things. You identify the right things, the wrong things. You mark them. Okay? Yeah. If, for example, you realize now she has come, she's snoring. What is causing this snoring in the night? And it wasn't part of the product you look forward to. So you need to work out, is it because she is oversleeping, is it because of exhaustion? If you realize that the issue is extravagance, usage of money excessively, and wastage, impulse buying, you mark. You mark.
And resize.
If you realize that she's not romantic.
Really? Did you have to use that one?
Yeah, because sometimes unaweza kuwa ulipata kienyeji.
Yes.
Yes, ulipata kienyeji. So what do you do with your kienyeji?
Work it out.
You work it out. So you mark your kienyeji, uone ushoe ushamba namna gani. No, like kama wewe venye nilikutoa msituni. Yeah? Si unajua ulikuja na msitu wako here. And I had to deal with how we get rid of the mosquito out of you.
And you want to mean nilikuwa hivyo tu. I was a town girl.
You were in town, but you still had the mosquito habit. So we need to mark that. After marking various things that you feel you need to work on, you get your scissors.
Yeah.
Cutting.
Trimming.
Cutting, you cut the shapes, which means you need to be very careful how you cut. You need to be very gentle on how you cut, because you can cut and get off the line, the mark.
Yeah.
Which means you'll injure your partner, you'll hurt them, you'll offend them, and once you have offended them that badly, ukikata vibaya, it may haribu the way moving forward. So you need to be very careful how you cut. What you cut, you need to be very careful, because there is an excessive way of cutting which can harm your partner.
What if somebody undercuts by?
That is the problem. That's our problem. Because if, for example, you realize that the issue is finances, and you need to deal with the issue of being mean. There is someone who is very mean. He doesn't want to spend money. In the family, you are struggling. You can't wear well. You can't do makeup because someone is mean with the money. So you need to be careful how you cut, because someone can also be harboring poverty mentality, and therefore, because of how you are used to being generous, they might even undercut the usage of resources. So you need to be careful how you cut, so that you don't harm the other party, you don't hurt the other party. And at this point of cutting, I want our listener to understand that it is not necessarily good. You may not be feeling nice about it, because if you are using your money to pamper yourself, and someone is now saying this kind of a life should slow down, it means you might pick an offense. So after cutting, you need to hold those pieces together and take your needle. Take your needle. Punch them together. Now, at that point, you need to understand what kind of stitching you want to apply. There is what we used to call running stitch.
You go jumping.
You go jumping. Running stitch. It is a good thing to stitch, but it is also very risky. It can tear off again. You need to understand. Yes, in a kind of a pressure, you tear off.
Yes.
So as much as you are punching your material together, be careful that you don't use the wrong stitching method. There is what we used to call back stitching.
Like the one I've just used.
Oh, you have done
I've used back stitching.
Oh, that is good. It's really very nice. Now, you see back stitch, even when you open here, it's very rare for it to create a gap.
Yeah.
But running stitch, it can jump, open up, and the fabric looks bad.
Yeah.
Then there is also the hemming. You need to see,
like here now.
This
I have stitched it, but
it's not neat. So you need like
to
kind
do
of
some
a hemming
hemming
so that it becomes neater. Now, as you use needle, you need to be very gentle with it because it can prick, it can harm, it can cause pain, it can cause someone to cry. But even at that moment, your partner needs to understand you are working out something for the sake of your marriage.
Yes.
And you are also not doing that to harm me. You are not stitching to harm me. Or you are doing that to harm me.
No. It's for our benefit, actually.
So you need to be very gentle.
It is a weakness that we are trying to adore it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it can take. You need to be very gentle with me. Process, take time. You don't have to pressure the stitching. I don't know which stage someone could be. Someone could be in the stage of marking. You are really faced with your material. You are in the house. You have gone for honeymoon. You are back. You are in the honeymoon stage, and right now you are realizing what you saw in the market and what is in the house. Things are changing. Now you are thinking, how do I mark? What do I mark? What do I not touch?
The excesses.
So someone could be in the stage of marking. And measuring.
Yeah.
And that stage is confusing because you don't know what to tell the person that you love, that you didn't like their legs. The way they use makeup is not fine. Or the way they shave, it's not fine. So you need
a neater way of making things. Of dressing.
Now there is the dress code that they are used to. Now you are pissed off by the dressing that you don't know how to go about. So you could be in that confusion. It's a stage. So you need to get the right words and the right approach on how you can address your partner, on how you can resize things. Now, when it comes to cutting, it goes to another level because now you are forming, you are becoming one. So this kind of cutting things, it will have some pinch, some pain, some hurting.
And thereby, before you cut, I believe the two partners should agree, yes, there is a problem here.
Yes.
And now the other partner should allow to be corrected. Yes, the process.
We need to take up the process. So that now, even in this cutting, though it may not be appealing now, it is for your good or my good. So I don't know who could be in the cutting stage. And at this stage, you need to be patient because we have noted that there is something that we need to get out of you.
Yeah.
The other thing you need to do, there is the stage of hemming, stitching, the sewing stage. Now it's putting together the thing so that you become a better you.
Yeah.
I want you to understand in marriage, even the sewing stage and the stitching stage, the partner is keen on making you better.
Yeah.
For your good and for our good. So even at that stage, you need to be very, very careful. And then after that, you need to fit in. Where is your?
This is the case, the final product.
Now you need to fit in. Now we are putting it in to fit and see whether the product is aligning to the marriage. Now when you get into the marriage, so many things are not aligned, and that is why there was the measuring, there is the cutting, there is the sewing. So we fit in. We are here. Tunasonga. Probably this could be the 5th year in marriage. Now that we are here, you see, yeah, at least it is there. But when you look at it, there is an excess of material.
Yeah.
It will require you remove, you open up, you remove it,
resize it again, yeah,
so that it fits. So there, as much as the material is here, the product is done, the casing is done, there is something more. In marriage, there is always something more. There is always a place for improvement. It doesn't end.
Yeah.
Even when you look at this casing again, it has so many creases.
It needs some ironing.
It needs some ironing. What does that mean in marriage?
The heat.
Heat. It means heat.
Chomek.
Heat. And introducing heat, you need to understand that when we are ironing, we have the degrees.
For the iron fabric, we have the cotton fabric. So you need to adjust nylon, sorry.
You have all those materials, woolen materials. So you need to know the material you are handling. You need to know your partner. Understand your partner can do well in this kind of heat.
Yeah.
So that you don't burn them. As much as we iron clothes, we don't iron to burn them. We iron to make them neat.
Yes.
So you need to understand the material your partner is made of, then put the degree of the temperature, then iron smoothly. You know? It's just like
with love.
With a lot of love. It's just like
tenderness.
It's just like you don't just get into love making. You need to start off somewhere.
Go slow.
It's a process. So you need to introduce the right being at the right time. The temperature should be regulated, but not to mean it will not cause heat. Heat will be released. You can feel the heat, but it is for the good, because after that you feel the smoothness of the material, the fabric of the product, and it is nice for you to use, and you are happy to see once it is done. Once it is done, it is very fitting.
Yeah.
You see, it is very fitting. All around it is smooth. The design is fine.
Yeah.
Now it is ready for use. So you could be in the stage of marking, could be in the stage of cutting, you could be in the stage of sewing or stitching, you could be in the stage of ironing, but you could also be in the stage of use.
Yeah.
Now you are fit for use. Sasa tunakuweka kwa viti. The children may use you, adults will use you, visitors will come. So you are tossed right, left, and center.
The material is dirty.
Again,
it requires cleaning.
You become dirty. You need cleaning. So tutakutoa hapo tuende tukuoshe, which means you require kneading. Kutagutwa. You need to be tugutwa kabisa, so that we get rid of the dirt. We might use Helio, we might use Homo, we might use Jig, we might use all form of detergent to get rid of any dirt on this material. That itself is another process. When we are done, we put you in again. In other words, there is no perfect stage in marriage. There is no perfect stage. You are now usable, but again, you get dirty, we clean you, we keep moving. You cannot get tired of me in marriage.
No.
You cannot give up on me. You need to keep doing something about me so that I am better every day. Sometimes I might forget to do something for you. Sometimes I might forget even to say, I love you. Oh, kwani I don't say. But that doesn't mean I don't love you. The point is, we keep working on each other because every day until we become. And that's when you realize that we find joy in each other. I find joy in seeing you becoming better. And even when I'm telling you, like, maybe varnish your nails, maybe do this, it is to see you in your better version. Allow the process. When the time of cutting comes, allow the process. Let that bad habit go. You could be already, you used to be pornographic in your way you used to stay. You cannot carry it into your marriage. You destroy your sex life. If you used to be pornographic when you are single, you need to get rid of it because it will hinder your marriage. If you used to dress in a manner that your partner now feels it is not worthy, you need to cut it off. So that cutting, allow it to happen, change. When the heat comes, allow it. Allow it because it is working you to make you fine, to better you and even better the marriage and for you to enjoy the marriage. So we wish you the very best in your marriage, but allow the processes of making you into this final and the final product happen to you. What do you think?
Cheers. Awesome.